Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another game review. This time I'm reviewing the much anticipated and longly awaited sequel, Doom Eternal. It was developed by ID Software and published by Bethesda and was released on March 20th of 2020 for PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the PC. This is the fifth game in the Doom series, where once again you play as the Doomslayer, an ancient warrior who battles the forces of hell, taking place 2 years after the events of what happened in 2016 Doom, where Earth has now been overrun by demonic forces, wiping out over 60% of the total population. Now, the main thing about this game, hands down, has to be the overall control and playability of this title. First of all, if you did not like the last Doom, you're not gonna like this Doom, because it's way gorier, way grittier, way more punchier, and way more faster than the last one. With well over 7 main weapons, also including side weapons as the chainsaw, the crucible blade, and other weapons that you can upgrade, this hands down is a massive super blast gore fest. You get everything even down to a meat hook that's connected to your shotgun, which is basically a grappling hook. Let's be honest, people. It's just a grappling hook. You also get a flamethrower. You get the ability to wall climb, double jump, dashing, and swinging from poles. Now, this also has twice as many enemies as the original and the last title, and a pretty decent online mode where you have some people playing as the demons and some people playing as soldiers. Honestly, the online mode is good, but it's not really why you're getting this title. It's kind of odd that I get to say this for a Doom title. Hands down, they focus heavily on the overall single story experience in this title. You start off as the Doomslayer in your Fortress of Doom, which I might add is fucking huge in terms of locations that you go through, and as you progress through this game you will unlock new sections of the Fortress of Doom that will allow you upgrades to your character, and it's really nothing more than that. You just go through these beautifully created, gruesomely goring areas, just totally obliterating demons left and right. And the main focus with this title is you have to actually juggle. Now, what I mean by that is other games, if you wanted to, you could just play through on even the easiest difficulty and just shoot, run, and gun. This one won't allow you that option, no. So if you're one of those people out there that can't actually juggle in terms of mixing and matching what your abilities are, don't play this game. This game requires you to actually think on the fly. In order to get the health, you have to use a certain weapon. In order to get ammo, you have to use a certain kind of weapon, and so forth. Like using your chainsaw to finish killing enemies, using your glory kill to kill enemies. Each one will spawn a certain set of things, everything from health to ammo to more fuel for your chainsaw. Now you have to mix these up constantly in your battles as you're constantly running around, because these quote arenas are much bigger than the last ones, multi-level, and they do have death traps in them. And along with that, with these enemies that do have weak points, which is kind of cool, so you can sneak up on certain enemies and find a weak spot to actually destroy them in several hits instead of several hundred hits, makes it a nice welcome addition. Now, I have found that the gore, while it is rather excessive, there are a lot of, I guess, glory kills as they're called, that kind of seem like Looney Tunes kind of shit. Now, what I mean by that is like you cramming their heads down their throats and stuff like that. Some of it's kind of laugh out loud funny. Most of it's not. Most of it's just downright gore. And the fact that the gore has been amped up to immeasurable measures on this game, it's through the roof. They actually have like texture detailed 3D gore models on every one of these enemy characters. So based on where you shoot them, you can shoot off their skin, then their muscle, and get down to bone. So they actually have internal organs and everything in each one of these enemies, which had to take a lot of time to actually do. And really, honestly, for the amount of time you spend on each enemy, it seems kind of like a waste. I really think they probably could have focused on other things than that, but I'm not going to nitpick on that fact, because hands down, I will have to say, if you are a fan of the last 2016 Doom, you will absolutely love this title. Graphically, it looks better than the last game in the series. The texture work, the animation, the frames per second, everything is enhanced. And yes, I am playing on a PlayStation 4 Pro, but honestly, it looks better than the last game. Now, keep in mind, all the footage that is being shown is from the very first part of the game. I do not want to spoil anything of this title for you. It is a hefty game. It is full of all kinds of content, a lot more platforming than I was expecting. Honestly, for a Doom title, this actually feels more like a damn Mario Brothers game, with the sheer amount of platforming you're constantly doing, from jumping from one place to another, swinging on friggin' poles, climbing up walls. Everything is crunchier, everything is more hard hitting than the last title in this series. Hands down, this is a massive improvement from the last game. Now, honestly, it gets into some really weird stuff too. There's a lot of levels that get into, like, I would say not spiritual aspects, but a lot of weird stuff actually starts appearing in this game. And honestly, it doesn't deter it in any way. I mean, it is, after playing this game for about 20 minutes, you will be so desensitized to gore and violence, you could probably go out to a damn semi-truck accident and not be fazed by it. Honestly, this hands down graphically looks phenomenal. It plays faster than the last game. It's super buttery smooth, but it does seem harder even on the easiest difficulty. It does seem like you're going to have to work harder to get through these levels. There's a lot more running and gunning and a lot more action to this title, a lot more platforming than I honestly expected, and they do expect you to juggle your different abilities constantly through this title. You cannot focus on just one throughout this title, or you will die very, very fast. Honestly, I love this game. Hands down, I waited a long time for this title, and I can honestly say it is not really a bad game. It's totally worth the wait. It's totally worth the price, and they do have some expansions that will be coming down the pipeline for the future. So if you stick with it, they will be adding new content to this title as time goes on. As for the multiplayer, I'm not really going to include it much into this review. I am not much of a multiplayer deathmatch style kind of guy. I might, if you guys ask me to, do a review on that in the future, but currently I don't plan on it. It seems structurally sound. The netcode seems to be well built, and I haven't had any problems currently at the launch day of any sort of problems with matchmaking, but I don't really care for the online mode. That's not why I got this. Hands down, it's for the story mode, and this is very, very heavily story-focused content. Hands down, I am surprised of how much depth they did in terms of the story with the Doom guy and what's going on with Earth and all the different monsters and demons that you fight through this adventure. This is a very fast, frenetic, heavy-hitting, hard, crunchy, heavy rock slamming game, and honestly, if you like the last Doom, you will absolutely love this title in every single way. It does have a slight learning curve in learning how to juggle your moves and abilities to constantly keep from running out of ammo, since ammo is scarce. But as long as once you figure it out and you get used to the quote juggle as they want you to do it, you will have no problem in picking this game up and having a hell of a time killing these demons. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. Please leave in the comments if you're playing Doom Eternal already. What do you think of this title? Hit the like button if you like this video. And remember, I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.